U.S. welfare started in the 1930s during the Great Depression. Welfare is for giving assistance to those who had little to no income. To be eligible for welfare, they check your net income, size of your family, and any crisis situation, such as medical emergencies, pregnancy, homelessness, or unemployment. And let's see what people have to say about this.
What does welfare mean to you?
Welfare is a federal program designed to assist those unemployed or in dire needs for various reasons for a specific period of time.
Okay. So
Welfare means to me helping those that are less fortunate.
what does welfare mean to you?
Welfare means taking care of people that are in need. When maybe they lost their job, or they can't find a job, or they have a baby, or they have health issue that they can't walk. Those are the ones that need to be taken care of. That's welfare. To make sure they get all the basics. Everybody needs food, needs shelter, needs clothing. So they need help. That's the one I think welfare should be taken care of.
State your name.
Roger.
What does welfare mean to you?
It means when the government gives money to people who are disabled or people that can't work.
Do you think welfare is a good or bad thing?
The initial idea, and if the guidelines are strictly enforced, it is beneficial.
Okay, so do you think some of the Americans abuse the welfare program?
I feel I'm somewhat biased by this because I watched 60 Minutes last night, which focused on disability benefits, and I was really shocked at the documentation of the percentages of Americans who abuse the program. However, I tried to be open-minded. I'm an optimist, and I feel it definitely needs to be revamped so that the people that do deserve it, those that are on disability for legitimate medical documented reasons, do receive it.
Okay. Now, do you think some of the Americans abuse the welfare program?
Yes, because some people can work, but they choose to be lazy and accept free money and not make it available for people who really need it.
Okay. Now,
Is it common dropouts or people that didn't go to college live on welfare only?
No, I disagree. I feel that every young American would like to have a job. I feel there's jobs out there that they need to take to show the initiative. There's many reasons why students drop out, and I don't have the documentation to verify any percentages. So I would say students that drop out of school mainly do it for financial reasons, or they cannot balance work and going to school.
Is common dropouts or people that didn't go to college and welfare only?
I don't think so. I don't think welfare is for people that are dropouts, or I think welfare can be across the board. It just depends on the person's circumstance.
Is common dropouts or people that didn't go to college live on welfare only?
Not really. Dropouts doesn't mean, even if you don't go to college, that doesn't mean you can be a productive citizen. You can still be productive even if you don't have a college degree. There are things out there that you can do. People who do construction, they work, store. You can still have a productive life regardless of college or no college degree.
So now, do you think there's a specific age or race that live on welfare?
No, in these current times, documentation in 60 Minutes last night showed across country when the recession hit a direct correlation between the number of disability benefits paid out, and large increase in all ethnicities.
It's 130.
Okay. A fact is 39.8% of African American families are on welfare. Do you think that number is too high or low?
I think that number is high because the majority of them can work, but they choose not to, or the immigrants that come to the States are ready to work, so they get the jobs.
Okay. Now, does it surprise you that there are so many blacks on welfare?
No, because they're being lazy.
$1.9 billion is used on welfare annually. How do you think this money can be used differently?
I would have to analyze the expenditures to see if one particular group is getting more than another. Are we paying for actual benefits in that amount? What are we paying for the processing of claims? I hope you watch 60 Minutes segment. It's very enlightening.
So $131.9 billion is used on welfare annually. How do you think this money can be used differently?
To educate. I mean, because I have college loans that's $20,000. It costs $20,000 now to go to school for a year, and that's a cheap school. So if you take the $139 billion and divvy it out amount from education as far as paying for college and tutoring and stuff like that, then you might have to be spending that much on welfare. Did you do the records
Okay. Now, statistics show that $131.9 billion is used on welfare annually. How do you think this money can be used differently?
I think the number could be used differently to make schools better, give better programs in schools, or find better cures for cancer, or better school lunch.
Okay, thank you for your time.
$131.9 billion is used on welfare annually. How do you think this money can be used differently?
I don't believe that everybody on welfare should be kicked out. It depends. It has to be case by case study. If somebody is capable, they need to, if maybe the government can find something for them to do, create some jobs for them to do, not necessarily office, they can create other things for them to do. But those that are in need, maybe their health, they can do anything, physically. They can, even if you can do something physically, people can work on, do computer job. Some can use their hands, they can use other things, So that's the way I see it. Everybody cannot be, you cannot put everybody in a box that, okay, all welfare, they need to find, what if they can find something to do? They can help, the government can help in such a way of creating something else that other people can do. In the factory, that's the way I see it. Not everybody on welfare is lazy. People are there for reason, but some are there lazy. So it's both ways. So we have to decide who really needs this. We take care of those that are really in need, and those that are capable, we need to create something for them to do.
Do you think people... how do you think that lives of low-income people can be improved?
Well, that's kind of a broad question because it depends on why their life is the way it is. A lot of it can be education. A lot of it can be dropping out of high school. But, in the job opportunities, you have to have the opportunity to work. If you don't have the opportunity to work, then...
So do you think that people purposely just don't get jobs or just don't really look for a job just so they can be involved?
I personally don't think that. because welfare is not by any means going to make anyone rich or live a lifestyle that normal folks want to live. I mean, if you give me a job paying me $15 an hour, I'm going to go work that job because welfare is not going to give me that kind of money. So I don't think anyone purposely doesn't work so they can collect welfare. That just doesn't make sense. You know, job, welfare. I'll take the job.
How do you think the lives of low-income people can be improved?
I think their lives can be improved by better job opportunities and better education to get those jobs.
With all this summed up, welfare can either be a good thing or a bad thing. It's sad that a lot of people who don't need it are abusing it, but that's just how this world was made. You get it how you get it. And the welfare program is actually very beneficial for people who actually need it and don't have that option of work. So they have no choice but to be on welfare. But that's welfare summed up to me. Thanks for watching.